Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be with you guys again this week. If you did not get a chance to watch my introduction video, I would encourage you to go back and do that because that's going to help things make a lot more sense. And we're doing something a little bit different this week. So I have never before shared any kind of biblical encouragement. I mean, I have some, but not specifically. And this month I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm going to do that this month. So it's just going to be really short here in the beginning. And then after that, I'm going to do an everyday makeup tutorial with you guys. For the last probably, I always struggle a little bit after my babies are born. I don't know if it's considered postpartum anxiety or postpartum depression or what it is. And I know a lot of you can relate to that. But one place that I feel like this shows up quite a bit in is me believing that the Lord loves me, believing that I'm safe and provided for, in His care. And so anyway, I was just asking that the Lord would just give me encouragement through His Word and just help me, give me understanding. And so I felt like I should read in 1 John. So I opened my Bible and I read these verses. And like I said, this isn't going to be complicated. I'm just going to share what I found for myself, what's been encouraging me, and I just pray that it encourages you as well. So 1 John 3 verse 16 says, "Hereby we perceive the love of God, because He laid down His life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion for him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." And so I was specifically struggling with, I feel like as believers, we all know that, the world is just really uncertain right now. There's a lot of things that can cause anxiety. And so I was struggling with anxiety. I was struggling with, God, are you going to provide for me? Am I, and as far as, I know there's so many different views surrounding the end times and, what different people believe and all that stuff, but I was just really struggling with a lot of fear. And so I know so often we look at this verse, especially verse 17, where it says that whosoever has this world's good and sees his brother have need and shuts up his bowels of compassion for him, the love of the Father is not in him. So I feel like so often with that verse, we look at it as, and it is a verse that's exhorting us to care for our brethren and all that stuff. But what I considered this time that I've never seen before is that the Lord is literally teaching us that this is what His love looks like. So yes, because we're in the Father and He's in us, this is what we're supposed to do with our brothers, but the Lord is doing this for us. He, this is talking about us, if we have, in other words, let's say we have so much food and we see one of our brothers hungry. If we shut up our bowels of compassion for him and don't feed him, the love of the Father is not in us. And so I guess what the Lord revealed to me through these scriptures this time was that, yes, this is important in relation to your regard to your fellow man, but I want you to see my love in this verse. And His love is that He has everything we need, right? He is all sufficient. He's all powerful. Everything belongs to Him. He has all riches. And I'm not talking about monetary wealth. I'm talking about spiritual riches. I'm talking about joy and peace and love and all these things. And it's interesting to me how He compares the way that we love our brothers to, the fact that if we don't have that, His love is not in us. So anyway, I guess this verse spoke to me that the Lord has everything I need. He is never going to shut up His bowels of compassion for me when He sees me in need, because that is the love of the Father. And so the whole verse took on a whole new meaning for me. And so I just want to encourage you, if you've really been struggling with believing that God is good, believing that the Lord loves you, I just want to encourage you this morning that He loves you more than you could ever imagine. And He doesn't want that to just be head knowledge. He wants us to truly experience that in a deep and personal way with Him. So anyway, there's like I said, it's very, very little. It's nothing complicated and it's nothing necessarily profound, but I pray that the Lord encourages you through it. And so anyway, now I'm gonna just keep going and go right into my makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna take you into my bathroom and just show you how I do my makeup every day, just very simple, and give you some tips as we go through it. So enjoy. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys just a real quick everyday makeup tutorial and just talk you through it as quickly as I can. So first, using a primer. If you are using any kind of concealer or blush or anything like that on your face, you are going to want to start with a primer because that helps to plump up your skin. So it kind of helps to, oh, and remember, or actually I'm going to talk about this tomorrow when I talk about the firming face cream, is when your skin is plump, that helps to hide fine lines and wrinkles, which is actually something that makeup can tend to settle into. So it's important to support that by plumping up your skin before you put on your makeup products. So prepping with my primer. Love our primer. It is amazing and it makes your skin feel so good. All right, next thing I'm gonna do, and again, this is everyday makeup, okay? This is not like professional. We are going out to dinner tonight, so I mean, I'm not going to take like no time at all, but just so you guys get an idea. So I'm gonna start with concealer. I am wearing the shade Medium Beige. And you guys, if you have questions, I'm going to take my blending sponge and I'm going to wet it completely. If you guys have questions on makeup colors and all that stuff, please reach out to me. I absolutely love connecting one-on-one with my customers and helping them with makeup choices because I know it can be so confusing and so overwhelming. So, got this. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. Now, putting concealer under your eyes helps with the dark circles and helps to just brighten up the eye area and kind of highlight the eye area as well. So, and I'm just kind of running that down my cheeks. I'm a little bit broken out right now because I am in the last week or so before my period starts, and I always struggle a little bit more with my skin during that time. So I also am going to put concealer anywhere that I struggle with redness or acne. So down here, and I'm gonna blend that out. You can blend it out with your finger, or you can go ahead and use the blending sponge again. Sometimes I like to use my finger when it's blemishes because it helps to keep more of the product on. The blending sponge is great if you are wanting to apply a lighter application of whatever it is that you're applying. So next I'm gonna apply my Fawn liquid foundation. I ran out of this and I just got a new bottle, so fun. Putting a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I love our foundation. If you have not found a natural foundation that you love, I really encourage you to try this because it doesn't have all those nasty ingredients that you're gonna find in normal foundations like silicone, for example. And it doesn't have any phthalates, it doesn't have any parabens, and you know, a lot of people are not aware that there can be a lot of hormone disruptors in the everyday products that they are putting on their skin. And the products that you're putting into your skin are slowly seeping into your bloodstream, so it really does affect you. All right, so I'm applying this with my sponge because again, I just want a little bit of a lighter application. So the ring light I feel like gives me, shows me a little bit where I'm still having a little bit of redness. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a tiny little bit of foundation on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to apply it just a little bit more to my cheek area. All right, now, anytime that you're applying any kind of liquid makeup to your face, I feel it's important to use some kind of setting powder. So I'm gonna use my pink veil, and I'm just gonna dust that especially over my eyelids because that's gonna give my mascara something to bind to, which gives it longer staying power. So I'm just dusting that over my eyes and all around my face. If you struggle with oiliness, this is gonna be a lifesaver because it really does help to absorb any excess oils that you are creating during the day. So, all right, I'm gonna give that a chance to kind of settle in, and I'm gonna do my brows really quick. I'm not gonna talk a lot during this, so I'll probably fast forward it. But you guys can see I am gonna be using our dark brow pomade. I have this dual brow brush. We do have a dual brow brush with lemongrass, but I feel like the brush end is a little bit too thick for what I'm wanting it. So I purchased this one for $3 on Amazon, super affordable, and I really, really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. All right, so now that I have that done, I'm just gonna do a very simple look with my eyeshadow, and I'm actually using our Caramel Matte Bronzer. So I have that here, and then I'm gonna be using this little brush from Ulta Beauty actually, that I really like, and I'm just gonna be applying that in my crease. So I'm gonna turn this a little bit so that I can look more into the mirror while I'm doing this. All right, so now I'm just gonna start here. And remember, I put that concealer up above my eyelids, so that kind of gave me almost like an eyeshadow primer. And it is a liquid concealer, so I made sure to dust some pink veil on top of that, just to make sure that it wasn't, how would you say, so it wasn't damp still, I guess. And then that helps my eyeshadow apply a little bit better. So I am just putting this color right in the crease, and that just kind of helps accentuate my brow bone a little bit. I do tend to have hooded eyes, which basically means like when I open my eyes, you don't actually see much of my lid. So when I am applying this, it's important for me to go just a little bit above my actual brow bone. And I'm just gonna keep blending that in little circles, and then when I have enough product applied, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do like windshield wiper motions back and forth. And then got a little too much up there, so I feel like I'm gonna need to fix that. Real life, y'all. And plus it's a little bit harder for me to do this when I am doing it like into a camera. You don't want that to go up too far, so I might actually apply, this is a good lesson, right? Might actually apply just a little tiny dab of concealer up there. And then go back in and just kind of blend that out. So now I'm gonna grab my highlighting and bronzing palette. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna dip it into the gold side. And this is what I'm gonna apply to my actual lid. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of color in my cheeks. So I'm gonna be using our Marsala blush, and then I'm gonna apply this with our angled blush brush. And I'm gonna show you guys here. The Marsala is pretty pigmented, so it takes just a tiny, tiny amount. So I'm gonna apply to my cheek area. I think it's important to, I mean, if you're the type of person who enjoys wearing makeup, I think it's important to dress for your day. Not only, you know, with the clothes you wear, but also how you present yourself with your hair and makeup. Am I perfect at this? Absolutely not. Some days I do not do my hair and makeup, and no, it's not like those days are horrible, but I will say I am very much less motivated on those days than the days that I take the time to do my hair and makeup and I'm prepared for the day. And also, it makes it for a lot smoother transition if you are, you know, at home during the day and then you randomly get the idea like, oh, you know what, let's go, you know, do a quick Target run, or let's go out for lunch with a friend or something. It's gonna give you the ability to actually get out the door a lot faster than if you would not have gotten ready and you'd have to stop and get everything ready, and yeah, it's just a mess. So I'm gonna be using our brown mascara, and I'm gonna be applying that to my lashes. Our mascara is colored with coffee extract. I am using our organic brown. We also have organic black, and then we also have a sheer volume mascara, which is very popular as well. I prefer this one for myself. I have found that for me personally and my skin composition, this one stays on better for me, but I know a lot of people that really love the sheer volume mascara, and yeah, prefer it over this one. So I would say try both, see which one you like. All right, and there you have it. So the last thing that I usually do after I apply my makeup is I will do a setting powder, or I'm sorry, a setting spray. And I actually use our prebiotic facial mist for that. So I'm gonna show you. I just mist my face, and that just kind of helps to hydrate everything that I put on. Gives me a nice dewy finish. So your bonus work for this video is going to be every day, because this is just an everyday makeup look. And just a tip, you can just go like this, or you could finish up with the Pink Healing Balm as a lip balm, or you could grab some lipstick. This is our Bare shade. It's really beautiful. There, you dressed up your look a little bit. All right, hope you guys love this tutorial, and I will be back with you again tomorrow to talk about our special of the month and our Pink Healing Balm. So, all right, have a great rest of your day. See ya.